it gets a little worse as the days go on. Unless you get something started in the van, like a little project. I like to get my zone all like stoked out. Like sometimes I'll usually get super glue and like just all the gas stations and tourist stops. There's always like random little like characters or something. So I'll get some of those and make them do like vulgar things and super glue them. So that's the only way to to have the van improve as it goes along. A lot of the time when I get tattoos, I'll try to think of my idea and then wait a few weeks, and if it's still a good idea, to go. But when road tattoos, it's just kind of like you meet some guy and you're stoked. Usually for me, I'm always hurt when I'm on the road, so I get really getting a tattoo when you're injured is kind of like makes you feel better. I guess I tattooed my nipple black. I remember waking up the next morning and be like, did I tattoo my nipple black? And I couldn't figure out if it was a dream or not. I didn't want to look because I didn't even want it to be like true. And I was like, all right. When I took a shower, I was like, this is the moment of truth. Then I took my shirt off and nipple was black, so I just scrubbed it gnarly in the shower, and yeah, that was just like weird little lines. We were staying right on Bourbon Street, and the guy who did my tattoo, after he was done, he like tucked in this switchblade into his sleeve, and sounds that's how it's got to be around here, and like telling us that 9 people have been shot dead on that street this week alone. And he was just, and some guy came in there with a black eye and a bandaged up hand while I was getting tattooed, and was like asking where his knife is. He kept being like, yo, I need that knife is hot, man, you don't even want that knife, where is that knife? And I guess he'd hit a knife there the other day and like they couldn't find it. And then he was telling us, he's like, you don't want that knife. I stabbed 2 fools with that knife last night. Like, I need to get rid of that knife. And I'm just sitting there like, oh man, like, this is where I need to start hanging out. Rennie was really stoked that I was the only one that made it, and he wanted to reward me. And he was like, you know what, I'm gonna upgrade you to first class. When I was flying from Honolulu to Portland, I'd never flown first class before, so I was really stoked. But his flight was at 8 and my flight was at 11 at night, or 11:55, pretty much midnight. It was a red eye, and I went to the bar in the airport and I was there till 10 when it closed. And then I had like 2 hours to sit there, and I'd just been pretty drunk, and I just was sitting there like trying to stay awake. And I was on the phone with my girlfriend, and I got up, I saw the plane boarding, and I was like, all right, I gotta go. And then I fucking fell asleep, and they couldn't wake me up, I guess. Like, and I woke up, they woke me up 3 minutes after my flight had left, and they were just like treating me like crap because they just thought they were just telling me that I reeked of booze, and they couldn't wake me up. And I was like freaking out because I just missed my first class flight, and they were like, no other flights tonight, you gotta wait till the United counter opens at 5 in the morning. What's that?
What are you guys doing?
We're shooting guns.
That's for a game.
Life's a game.